Hi there, Commanders. GuardianE here with another quick event wrap-up video for Azur Lane, this time for the Reflections of the Oasis that is ending tonight, and we're getting a maintenance tomorrow. So, going to be doing our dailies, just revealing our daily pulls on the event banner, kind of clearing out the rewards and the milestones and everything else, and of course also talking about the patch notes that dropped for tomorrow's maintenance. So I would just briefly remind you that if you do enjoy this type of Azur Lane content and would like to help support the channel, please consider leaving a like, comment down below, subscribing to the channel for more. Really does help us out. So I did just want to quickly go through the patch notes here because the official Azur Lane Twitter did post this infographic that's kind of nifty. They haven't done this before. Before it's always just been kind of like a series of just worded patch notes, and this time they actually whipped out a whole infographic and actually updated the website itself to reflect what the maintenance is like. So there is going to be an approximately 8-hour maintenance starting on the 13th at reset, and then if we pull up the infographic here, we can see and go through some of the highlighted patch notes. So Priority Research Series 6, PR6, is going to be available as soon as the maintenance ends, so you're going to be able to immediately start researching these ships. At the last news update that we had, only 3 of the ships had been revealed, so Shimanto over here, as well as Flandre on the right, and then we had Felix Schultz on the left. And then, of course, they revealed the last 2 DRs for this particular batch, which would be Hindenburg right there in the center, and then Kearsarge to the left of her. So, saving the best for last, I think those 2 designs in particular are phenomenal, my favorites of the batch. I will say, you know, there's 2 Ironblood ships in this series. I don't know if that was really necessary for them to do. I think people just appreciate more diversity, so I don't know about that direction necessarily, but that being said, I love the fact that there is an Eagle Union DR here, and she looks amazing. But yeah, definitely excited to start grinding. We got PR Voucher and Blueprint Series 3 from Akashi here, so she is wheeling and dealing, pushing some paid packs that can help support and make the grind a little bit easier for your PR progress. And then on the left here, Secrets. So this is something that they teased on one of the live streams a while back with respect to in-game ASMR effectively. So within the collection, there's going to be, it's actually already there, there's actually a Secrets option, it's currently blank, but they're going to be adding sound stories for the ship girls unlocked using secret tickets or gems. So you can actually use gems to go ahead and unlock them early, or use 3 secret tickets to unlock a particular sound story. So the sound story is effectively just like a one-on-one little dialogue and interaction with a particular ship girl. It's going to be binaural, so wear your headphones for that, you know, that extra little oomph and immersion to experience that fully. As an ASMR enjoyer myself, I'm certainly really hyped and excited to experience it in-game and see how they implement it and incorporate it. Now, I've read ahead a little bit into the detailed patch notes, as well as the Japanese patch notes and the Chinese patch notes, to get a more of a full-fleshed understanding of how this is actually going to be incorporated and how it's going to work. So the first 2 soundscapes that are going to be available are Kashino on the beach and Janus in the infirmary. Now, Janus's is going to be permanent. Kashino's is only going to be limited, and limited for 1 week after tomorrow, the 13th. Interestingly enough, the Chinese server is actually going to be getting Chenhai as the limited soundscape for this upcoming week, and that's actually who they teased back on the live stream when they first introduced this concept, was Chenhai, and I believe it's going to be the Chinese voice actress that's going to be providing that ASMR experience. So I guess that kind of makes sense as to why it's exclusive there for now. And no mention of Kashino or Kashino's limited soundscape for the Chinese server. Now, the way that you unlock these soundscapes is, as I mentioned before, it's 120 gems cost to unlock it right away, or you can use 3 secret tickets. So secret tickets can be acquired a number of ways, one of which is just as a login reward. So on the 14th of every month, that prize is going to be replaced with a secret ticket as a login reward. 3 secret tickets, and you can unlock the soundscape for free. Now, the secret tickets are also going to be available to purchase individually in the store for 40 gems apiece, which makes sense. 3 tickets being the unlocking of one of the ASMRs, each ticket being 40, that would be 120, right? 120 gems, which is the default cost of what the soundscape actually is. So that means that you can't actually use the tickets as something of just like a discount coupon. You can use it to soften the blow of how much one of these would cost. Now, the elephant in the room being that since the ASMR for Kashino, or Chenhai if you're on the Chinese server, is limited and only available for the week, it's impossible to naturally accumulate the secret tickets to unlock the ASMR for free. Now, how do I feel about this format? I mean, I personally feel like it's pretty reasonably priced. 120 gems is like $2, I think, at that. And of course, again, if you use a ticket, it really only costs like 80 gems instead. And despite Kashino's and Chenhai's being labeled as limited and time limited, I am reasonably confident that they will return at some point. Even though it says limited, that does mean that we'll probably get a rerun of them at some point, just like the limited time skins, just like the limited time banners. So I would wager that if you wanted to, you could just wait and accumulate those secret tickets naturally, wait for a rerun of one of the limited soundscapes to come out, and then acquire it then. They also said that they're going to be releasing these somewhat sporadically. It's not going to be just a regular thing, so there might be big gaps when they're releasing these episodes, which means you might just be able to mostly acquire them all just by logging in, saving your tickets, waiting for the right time for them to return, and then, picking them off as they become available. We are going to be getting new augment modules for Prince of Wales and Houston over here, so that's very, very nice. And they are going to be adding some additional ways to increase the skill level for your meta ship. So currently, obviously, there's all the missions that you can accumulate points and do it that way through the grind. But they're also going to be adding into the Meta Lab the ability to gain these universal skill books that you can use instead. So you can use these to help speed up the level up process for your skills for your meta ships just by using these books. So I think that is going to be a welcome addition. And then system optimization as well. The actual interface for the shops is going to be changing a little bit, so it's not quite as clunky. I think that's pretty nice. That way you can actually view all of the different shops that are open at once, rather than having to scroll through the bottom. So I think that is going to be a nice improvement. And then they also provided a link to the official page that has further details on the maintenance notice patch notes. So again, I think it's a nice little thing for them to just kind of elaborate, and it's a cleaner interface to be able to scroll through this and see all of the patch notes in their home turf a little bit here on their own page. So covered all of this stuff with the PR system. Now research gear is going to be updated here, so that's worth noting. Of course, that wasn't in the highlights, the visualization that we saw before. And of course, here's going to be the character voice update, so nice to see one for Azuri Meta, also for Litorio's skin that came out, very, very nice. Of course, EX lines for all of the PR6 ships as well. Comics updated, the UI we talked about, adjusted guidance system, fixed a couple of different bugs here, optimized some UI and text as well. Just a reminder that, of course, the Reflections of the Oasis is going to be moving on, along with Cubicle Dreaming and the login bonus and the rental outfits and everything. And of course, the rate ups for the ships themselves are going to be gone as well. Skins will be gone as well, and all that jazz, as well as the maintenance compensation. So yeah, seems like that does it for the patch notes for tomorrow. Pretty beefy with the entire PR6 dropping. And then of course we do have the live stream scheduled, the Japanese live stream scheduled for the 15th of this week. That's going to be going over the upcoming collaboration rerun with Gridman. So lots of stuff to look forward to here in the coming days to coming weeks and everything like that. Let's go ahead and skip on over to the event banner here for Reflections of the Oasis. It's still out right now, and see how we did on our daily polls on that banner. Let's see how we do on the old limited time rate up event polls. Got 10 of them lined up here, and we're hoping for some extra slices of pizza to take with us as the event comes to a close. Another Gorizia. Thank you very much. We will take that princess in kind. Appreciate the Zara class as always. Thank you. Thank you muchly. Okay, hot start to this multi. Andrea Doria as well. That is amazing. Alright, so 2 of the event ships in this multi. Can we make it the hat trick? Can we do it? The full sweep? No, Queen Elizabeth. And that's it. Okay, that's fine by me. Alrighty, final couple of polls just to see if the daily polls will win out this time and get the full sweep just through doing daily polls. There's going to be a Rodney. Only missing the Attilio at this point. Nope, going to be a Hiei. That is totally fine by me. So let me know in the comments below what you're most excited for with the upcoming maintenance. Let me know how you did on your polls on the Reflections of the Oasis limited time rate up banner, how the grind for the event went for you, how you liked the event as a whole, and of course let me know which PR6 ship you plan on researching first. For me, I'm still torn between Hindenburg and our very first Eagle Union DR ship, so I don't know, it's between I'm leaning towards the Eagle Union, but we'll see. But hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Azur Lane content. We thank you all so much for watching, for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's protect those waters.